Last year, those companies also had to put similar warnings on cigarette packages and in TV ads as well.
Come walk with me. This is how I do my best thinking. Stairs long ago when I could not move. Little bit by little. This is the way I got down them. Kind of feel like a kid. But now I can stand. That's what I did. Seeing all the flowers. You gotta smell them. You gotta bend. It's alright. All of this love. Because when you're in a garden, you kinda are in the moment. I'm gonna teach some lessons. What it is it's to stop frustration by building attention and concentration. Which is what we need to do, because we put kids in these little rooms and we expect them to sit there and get this knowledge and information. Then we rely on an individual to assess them, but not when I worked behind the scenes in this education landscape nightmare. Nature is amazing, it's gonna snuff us out. We can't do anything about it except scream and shout. We complain, but it's a brain drain because we just can't explain. Oh, there's a yellow. And they showed me what mental abuse is, and also something that I could never get through, push through. This is what people really need. A garden instead of hypocrisy. Because nature will always win. The worst one is natural disasters, because not only does it affect you personally, it affects your home. Everything that you've created. The restructuring process is the hardest one. No debate. What do you do? You're forced to roam and rely on others. Everything you've built, all the memories are gone. And maybe that's good for some people. But my understanding is, in order to move along, carry on, you gotta have a place, a foundational space, and a lesson plan. You gotta build a little seed. Understand what is the need. Understand what is the need. Watch the apple. This is the symbol of how to go full circle, because it's your core. When everything is eaten around, when you can't move your body, pick yourself off the ground, can't look up, can't be free, just couldn't breathe. And why? Education has taught me. Just because I lost my pronouns and everything is identity. Imagine being asleep for 3 years. All the words verbatim come up. Protect the kids is the very first one. And where are you? Because that was the problem right there. A disconnect between home and school and home. Giving me lots of ideas to think about, but I had to get physically better. Woo! Because, I'm sorry, but the neck connects the head to the body, and it's all nerve endings. Concentration, attention, and being able to hold a thought. It's considered a part of memory. And also lack of empathy for physical assault, a need to address these things fully. Because if we can't do that, then we're for somebody who's had suicidal thoughts, every minute that goes by could be the last one. You don't see a future, whether it's tomorrow or the next hour, or how you're gonna get through the night when nightmares come up, when you can't sleep because of spasms and backache and heartache and ruminations that just take too much energy from you. What do? So we're going to go through all the symptoms of PTSD because I believe they're lying. They know exactly what they do. Because I've had examples, home and school, where they use the knowledge to do and redo. It's how you see yourself. This is the question to greater mental health, is to have true supports around you. And there's the other word. Real support. Where are you? People like to stay in their fake trauma, to make excuses, and I heard it all. Behind the scenes, I'm going to share it all. Because what I found is when the survivor, victim, patient, if you please, can face the injustice in front of them, so they never have to walk away and hold on to it. Something changes and you made the right decision, because they showed me what is not a team. They taught me how to live carefree by doing what they do, knowing that whatever they put out into the world won't matter, because they can change the narrative, they can lie, deflect, and then when I came across some facts that Darwin used to do this, and Chopin, never thinking about taxonomy, hierarchy, survival, all the things that evolution tells me.
We're finally top consumers because of our brain. The brain is plastic. It can learn. Just like the brain can be damaged from traumatic brain injury. I expect you to do your job. And that means to help the people in front of you. Because if you're doing it to me, you've already done it before. You've thrown away your integrity, your character, your morality. One day I will be speaking normally instead of doing it in the staccato, instead of doing broken it obscene. There's rainbows that are flying all around me. So I look up and I try to see. I try to understand what is happening. When you match the sun with the beauty, refraction of light, that's when you really have true understanding. So get these kids in order so they can function in a world that was never gonna accommodate that. But that is the real world. In school, that's where they learn. And if you're not gonna do the IEPs, the things that I write, you just showed me. I had to justify everything with evidence. And what's not evident is that you give a all shit. All of their excuses are going back to them verbatim. They want to come after me? The way that they throw each other under the bus, the way that some big fat cow came into my classroom to yell at me. She made comments about trying to get someone fired. And I didn't think that was very appropriate after the stuff I heard years about what their behavior was like. Okay, move. And that's why I'm grateful to have gotten out of that zoo.
To learn anything, you have to be able to pay attention, concentration, remember things, put things in order, sequencing. To teach, you have to have the knowledge to do it. That means facts, evidence. You also have to be able to assess constantly. You have to talk clearly. You have to change your speed depending on their needs. That means who's in front of you. Are they students? Are they adults? What are you trying to do? That's called the objective.
Rat-a-tat-tat, up, rat-a-tat-tat, up, rat-a-tat-tat, up, and you won't stop, rat-a-tat-tat, I love you. 4 seasons have the past, we almost have time happened. It's debris for me, the surface moving under me is just too fast. The surface to the pros, who knows I get lost in the thought. I'm caught, go pop, my top just won't stop. Can we swap? One way out, chop, chop, non-stop.
What materials, what resources do you have available? What about the time? And then all the things that can go wrong that will clearly make you lose your mind. That's why everything you do in teaching is feedback. There is no way to get away from that. My voice is different now. It's like my catch up to the words coming out. My body changes to be in a situation where I'm a little bit scared. Changes it. I'm sorry, but it's physiological. And then not being in the moment for years. And why? Because of triggers and flashbacks. And why? Now I will never cry over what happened to me. Hypocrisy, denial of safety. I know above everything else who I am, I want to what do, the purpose of life is, to never be stuck in a zoo where animals treat you like prey. Instinctual. We have common sense, reason, consciousness that allows us to be who we want to be. So choose your own way. Choice is my new now because I found my voice. If it's staccato, it's piano. That means softly. Mezzo piano, mezzo forte. I guess it was for the Italian in me. All these things connect to little invisible threads. It all goes back to my family, the voices that told me when I was very, very young, you can do anything. Be a daughter, be a son.